Whew. All right, guys. So I've made it to my camp again. It's where my tent's gonna go. So as you can see, I left some firewood the last time because I knew I'd be back. So I'm gonna get my tent up first, get shelter going, and then I need to find a dead tree to process somewhere for firewood for the night. So gonna get shelter set up, then I'll bring you guys back. I got camp set up again. I got my tent there and everything inside of it ready to go for tonight. My bag's over there hanging in the tree. I got my axe, my knife, my shovel, and dug up the frozen firewood that I left last time. So now I'm going to go process some wood. There's a couple dead trees about 30 yards that way. So I'm going to head there and we'll go from there. What's up, guys? I got my saw in my hand and I'm going to go take one of these down trees in front of me, but you probably can't see that from your angle, but I'm post holed, almost up to my thigh right now. That's why I brought my snowshoes, because this particular area sees no traffic in the winter. So if you want to go somewhere, you got to break trail. There's a lot of snow, and it's awesome up here. It's so much fun. But if I have to go back out or any further than this, which it doesn't look like I do, there's 3 trees right there that are down. I'll put my snowshoes on. So let's get some wood. Yep. That's some deep snow. Woo. All right. This is exactly why I got this bigger saw. Woo. Just like that, guys. All right. That is awesome, you guys. That right there is enough wood for me for 2, maybe even 3 trips up here. So I'll be sure to store some after I get it processed. Whew. All right, guys. So I just drug one of these back. The other one's still out there. I'm going to process this first, then I'll go after that. But I'm going to lop all these little small branches off and use that to get the fire started, and then I'll cut and split the log. So yep. some really, really nice dry wood here. All right, go get that other piece of wood. Woo. What's up, guys? So I just drug that tree over here, the second one, and as you saw me drop about up to my waist in the snow as I was coming back, and on my way there, I guess. But what you couldn't see is that I actually broke through the creek. Luckily, it wasn't very deep right there, but my foot was about a foot submerged into the water right there. Luckily, I'm prepared. I'm dressed appropriately. No water got into my boot, but it easily could have. If I took my gaiters off, my waterproof shell off, it could have been much worse, and I'd be up here. It's maybe 20 degrees right now with wet feet. So it's always a good idea to, have a backup plan, or, just always think, what if that happens? What am I going to do? Luckily, I have a bunch of firewood right there. I always bring a fresh pair of socks. You guys have seen that in my videos many times. And I could have done something to, to prevent cold feet and possibly worse. So always be prepared, guys. All right, so I think I'm done with wood. I've got a huge stack right here of nice, solid, dry splits, and then just some dry limbs. And there's another 4 or 5 foot smaller log, about 2 inches thick. And you can kind of see it right there. That I kind of stashed back there just to have it ready for next time. But more than enough wood. Yep, definitely need some practice, but it will work. I'm in my tent just briefly. I was out there getting kind of things ready for the night, and it got cold. The sun went behind the hill over there, and I realized I was still wearing my base layers. Well, I was wearing my base layers underneath my very thin waterproof shell. Just wasn't enough. The high today is only supposed to be around 20, and low tonight. It's supposed to dip around 0 degrees, probably plus or minus a few, but what I was wearing wasn't enough. So I've got that fixed, and I'm about ready to go out and get my fire started. I need a nice bed of coals to get dinner going. I have something I'm really excited about. It's brand new for me in the backcountry, and I'm hoping it turns out as well as I have planned in my head. Having a great time, and just awesome, beautiful, peaceful. chili. Feels good already. I love it. It's a hot fire. You can't see it from where you're at, but I have some of my dinner on the grill right now. It's going to take at least an hour and a half to cook that. So we'll show you here soon. Gonna have a good dinner tonight. Woo! All right, guys, gonna bring you in on dinner. Ooh, it's warm. What I have here is a burnt piece of bread, amongst many things. It's good. I'll still eat it. But I got a half rack of ribs right there. It took almost 2 hours to get it cooked, but it looks done. And I have, like I said, it appears to be one piece of burnt Texas toast and one that should be okay. So, whew, looking forward to eat all this. Ooh, boy. I've ate the Texas toast and I just cut the ribs up. They appear to be done perfectly. I believe there's 7 of them, so fixing to eat well. Hey guys, it's about 9:30 or so. I'm just getting kind of winding down inside of my tent. Pretty late for me out here in the winter. It's freezing tonight, so I sat around the fire for a long time. But it's burnt out now, and I'm in my tent. It's not warm. Luckily, it's decent inside of my tent. Well, inside of my sleeping bag, anyways. I'm nice, warm. I'm comfortable. No problems at all. And I had an awesome dinner. Turned out much better than I expected, which is always good. So for now, I'm going to get a movie going on my phone. I've got a couple new ones downloaded. And like always, if something interesting happens, I'll get the camera back on and bring you along. If not, see you in the morning. Good night, guys. Good morning, everyone. It's just a little after 8 in the morning. Slept great. Stayed warm. And it is cold outside. I'm going to get a fire going and, get some nice flames that I can get some breakfast cooked with. And kind of like I usually do, while that's going on, I'm going to start getting packed up so I can get out of here after breakfast. So, let me get after it. Woo. That fire feels good. Got my pot of water right there for some coffee. And we're getting there. Hot coffee and a hot fire. I've I'm kind of at a point right now where I'm going to sip on this coffee while I start breaking down camp. And we'll get breakfast going here in about 10 minutes probably. So looking forward to a hot meal. Well, I got my sausages there on the fire. They're pretty much frozen solid. I brought some hash browns with some butter that I was going to fry in a pan. But the hash browns are also frozen. And, you know, I've tried cooking frozen potatoes before. They never turn out tasting very well, so I'm going to take those back home with me. But, you know, a couple hot sausages, you know, get something hot in my stomach. That'll be fine. I'm not far from home. Woo. Yeah, my sausages look done. Mmm. Awesome. Woo. Good morning, everyone. Ate my sausages, got camp picked up, did a little walk around to make sure I have everything I came with, which I do. Had another great overnight trip. Dinner again was awesome. Those ribs exceeded my expectations, so that was cool. We'll be doing that again. But anyhow, it's around 9:30, and the sun's just about to come up, which that'll feel good. It is cold, probably the coldest night I've ever had in the backcountry. So looking forward to getting on the trail, and thanks everybody for tuning in. See you on the next one.